to be radically inclusive and to adopt a multi-generational worship where our services include all family members. So, welcome to all children and youth of all ages. There are a number of announcements included in your order of service, and I'm both sorry and glad to say we ran out this morning. So please offer to share with your neighbor if they don't have one, and take any of them with you that you might need for reminders this week or to share with others. For those of you joining us online or visiting with us today, if you're not already on our mailing list, please sign up by clicking the link at the bottom of our westsideu.org website. And for those of you here in person with us, please take a moment to silence all devices. This morning, the reflection will follow a different format than we usually do. We are going to focus on music. Some of the members of Westside who are musicians will share their talents with us. The congregation will have a chance too. Now, I invite you to take a deep breath, and from wherever you are, settle into this sacred space that we create, and let us worship together as we listen to this morning's prelude, In My Life, written by John Lennon and performed by Dr. Yuki Kumamoto and the West Side Band.
Test one.
Good morning. In an interview, John Lennon was asked what the song was about. And this is what he said. For in my life, I had a complete set of lyrics after struggling with a journalistic vision of a trip from home to downtown on a bus, naming every site. It became In My Life, which is a remembrance of friends and lovers of the past. Paul helped me with the middle 8 musically, but all lyrics written, signed, sealed, and delivered. And it was, I think, my first real major piece of work.
There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead. Some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. When these memories lose their meaning, when I think of love as something new, I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more.
That gets us off to a good start. Our opening words are Music Arises by Arlen Goff. Two worship attendees stand arm in arm with other hands raised. Music arises from depths unknown, often without words, but never without meaning. And spirit rises from deep within me, seducing my body to join the song. First a tremor in the soul, then tapping of toes. Breath aligns with breath, heart beats in syncopation, and a stuttering buzz in my throat becomes a hum. Breath with breath, beat with beat, and music and spirit arise together, wed with faith and hope and love and power. A song is born, bursting from my lips in sweet, sonorous symphony. A melody joining with other souls, perhaps in tune, perhaps not, but a song still arising from deep within and from community. Spirit moves, soul births song, and hope fills life. And I am not alone. How can I keep from singing? And now I invite Anne Pomazio to come forward and light the chalice this morning. The chalice represents the Unitarian Universalist Association, or UUA, and is a symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. The flaming chalice is a symbol of both the heritage of our past and the light of hope within this church today. Our chalice lighting words, Chalice Lighting for a Music Sunday, are by Marnie Singer.
A close-up of the strings of a stand-up bass being plucked by a musician's hand. The chalice is the container, the space where the musicians and the listeners gather. The oil is the fuel, the hours of practice, and the life experiences of everyone in the room. The wick is the instruments and the vocal cords through which the music will flow. And the flame is the music, which is created as if by magic. When the instruments are lifted, the breath is inhaled, and the downbeat is nodded. May this flame ignite the music within us all.
Our opening hymn is number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come in the gray hymnal. Please stand if you are able and so moved and join our song leader, Tricia Bowes.
Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Please remain standing and join me in our affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest of truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to work for justice through action, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus do we covenant with one another. You may be seated. Please come forward if you're young at heart or would like to have a close-up view of our Time for All Ages presenter, Nikki Kennedy.
Good morning. Man, so many joyful noises in this building this morning. So exciting. How are you? Do you want a pillow? No, you're going to get your own. Okay. You guys want some pillows? I grabbed a couple, Mabel. So Cadence, remember the rule about the toys, right? We're just going to set them in our lap today. We're going to have them up here. Or give them to Mom. I have a question for you guys. Have you guys ever thought about why animals sing? Do you think we're the only animals that sing? You may think that's a silly question to ask if other animals sing, but I use the word sing really broadly. We know that animals make vocal calls as a form of communication for many reasons. What are the reasons you guys make noises with your mouth? Can you think of any? Is it maybe because you're hungry? Or maybe because something scared you? This morning I was playing with James and we were playing a game and it exploded on me and I squealed. That was definitely a form of communication, wasn't it? Some of you heard it too. There's lots of reasons that we make noises, right? But I'm talking about singing. Singing a lot. Maybe sometimes you grunt, or maybe you growl, or maybe you bark or whistle or howl. Can you think of animals that do those things? No, we don't want to hear howls or growls in the middle of the night when we're outside, but what about a songbird? What about a whale? Because they sing things that are very pleasing to our ears. But when I'm asking if animals sing, I'm using that word to ask if they ever sing for their own joy. Do they ever sing to bring pleasure to themselves? Surprisingly, scientific studies have said there is at least one other class of animals, songbirds, that simply sing for the joy of singing. Did you know that songbirds are not born to sing? They have to practice. Did you know that songbirds have to practice? Have you ever heard a songbird sing and said, man, they're just practicing to learn? I've never heard that. I've always thought songbirds just were born knowing how to sing because they sing so beautifully. Have you guys ever heard a canary sing? You don't know what a canary is? A canary is a bird. Lizzie and James have birds. Do your birds ever sing, Lizzie and James? Not anymore, but they used to. Do they ever sing? You have a dog too. Does your dog ever sing or howl, but sing with you when you're practicing your instruments in your house? All the time? Yeah. What about the rest of you? Have you ever had an animal in your house while you're learning a song or practicing an instrument? Have they ever wanted to sing with you? I don't think they do that because we're scaring them. I think they do that because it brings pure joy to their hearts to sing. I think it's important for all of us to sing from our heart, to sing songs of joy and happiness because music affects us, right? We know music affects our souls. So next time you hear an animal singing with you, I want you to think about all the joy that is filling the animal's heart. Or maybe it's in this room today. When we sing songs together, think about all the joy that it's bringing people. Now, we don't all like the same types of music, but that's okay. We get to sing and make music together. And I wonder what songs you're going to sing this week. And I wonder who is going to sing those songs with you. I hope you guys have a great week full of music and joy. Thank you. You want to get up?
The band will play the kids out with Mess Around. by Ahmet Ertegun.
Yeah, so we're going to have a little fun. We're going to extend the time for all ages here with some Ray Charles and some mess around. So you can come up out of your seats if you want, or you can sit there and clap along with us, but we'd love to get your help. Well, you can talk about the pit where I barbecued. The band was jumping, the people too mess around. They doing the mess around. They doing the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around. Ah, everybody was juiced, you can bet your soul. They did the boogie woogie with a steady roll. They mess around. They do the mess around. They do the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around. Now when I say stop, now you don't move a peg. When I say go, you better shake that leg. We'll mess around. Well, I declare, mess around. They do the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around.
Well, when Darren learns to calm down a little bit, that was wonderful. Thank you. And now we'll hear from John Fisher, our pastoral care associate.
Well, I get to follow that. Good morning, I am John Fisher, your pastoral care associate this morning. In our community here at Westside, we take time each week to share of our lives with one another. We do this because each person in the community has value. Each person's experience matters. Submit your joys and concerns to the team by completing one of these forms at the welcome desk, or emailing us at pastoralcare@westsideu.org, or contacting any member of the team. We share our concerns with one another today, knowing that sorrows come into each person's life, knowing that together we offer comfort. This concern is from Leila Woods, and she writes that Tom Woods was at the ER at Medical City Hospital yesterday for severe pain that started on Thursday. Is a possible kidney stone. He had CT scans. He was released last night to go home. All tests were negative. They will be calling the pain management doctor on Monday. We share our joys with one another, knowing too that joy comes into all our lives, knowing that together our voices can rise in a chorus of celebration. I'm not aware of any written on joys, but this service is certainly a joy in this day. Not every joy or concern can be shared openly in community. Some must be shared eye to eye or simply held in the heart. We recognize that some do not have voices with which to speak the depth of their pain or the height of their celebration. We make space each week for musical centering, knowing the life and experience of every person matters, and together our lights shine brighter. As we hold all of the joys and concerns among us, both those spoken and unspoken, let us center to number 1002, Comfort Me in the Teal Hymnal, accompanied by Diane Austin.
Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Sing with me. Sing with me. Sing with me. Sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul.
Good morning. My name is Jana Kennard, and I am one of the I have been a worship leader, but I'm also a meditation leader here at Westside. And now I invite you to relax your mind and body and join in a time of meditation. It will begin with an introduction before we move into a minute of silence. Our bell will sound to signal the start of your own meditation, prayer, or reflection, and it will sound again at the end. And our introduction this morning is I Will Lift Up My Voice by Robert T. Weston. I will lift up my voice and sing, whatever may befall me. I will still follow the light which kindles song. I will listen to the music arising out of grief and joy alike. I will not deny my voice to the song. For in the depth of winter, song, like a bud peeping through the dry crust of earth, brings back memory and creates anew the hope and anticipation of spring. Out of a world that seems barren of hope, song decries beauty in the shapes of leafless trees, lifts our eyes to distant mountain peaks, which, even if we see them not, remind us that they are there waiting and still calling to us to come up higher. Out of the destruction of dear hopes, out of the agony of heartbreak, song rises once more to whisper to us that even this is but the stage setting for a new beginning, and that we shall yet take the pieces of our hearts and put them together in a pattern of deeper, truer lights and shades. I will lift up my voice in song, for in singing I myself am renewed, and the darkness of night is touched by the promise of a new dawn, for light shall come again. Let us enter into a spirit of meditation. May we be good company to one another in our questions and our journey. May it be so. Blessed be, and amen.
The great end of all the world's faith traditions is to bring the human being closer to the divine by acts of creation and compassion. In the spirit of generosity, Westside chooses to reach out to our wider community. Westside's plate offering for August is Southside Community Garden. Southside Community Garden is a grassroots initiative that builds garden boxes at the homes of residents living in 76104, a zip code with the lowest life expectancy in Texas. Its aim is to increase access to fresh produce and empower transformational healing in a community impacted by food apartheid and systemic racism. Trice Jones and Allison Pope started the Southside Community Garden Group and brought in gardener Amy Mead in the hopes of helping these fellow Texans have access to healthy food. Jones and Pope met during Black Lives Matter protests in 2020 and by speaking out during Fort Worth City Council meetings after a Fort Worth police officer shot and killed a Tatiana Jefferson in October 2019. Jefferson was living in 76104 at the time of her death. James Smith, a Tatiana's neighbor, and the person who called 911 for a wellness check that evening was the first recipient of a garden box. Southside Community Garden achieves its initiative with a network of home gardeners, volunteers, and organizers who share a passion and commitment to growing vegetables, learning sustainability, and promoting justice through food. Access to healthy food is a vital part of longevity. Please give generously as you are able in support of this very worthy cause. Now let us enjoy this musical offering performed by Carol Kappa and Gwen Genius, El Condor Pasa by Daniel Alomia Robles. That was beautiful. Thank you for putting into practice the spiritual value of generosity. Our giving connects us to the wider web of our community, and thank you also for keeping your stewardship commitment current to keep our congregation's important work going. We promised you a musical service. Next, we get to hear Tricia Bowe singing Java Jive by Ben Oakland.
I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java in me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Motto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Oh, slip me a slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in the jug. A slice of onion, a raw one. Draw one. Waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java in me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java in me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
Now, we invite everybody to sing. Remain seated. The song is not in the hymnals, but it will be up on the screen. Diane Austin will accompany us as we continue with the theme of our favorite beverage by singing Coffee, Coffee, Coffee.
It'll just be the first two verses. If you guys know the words and want to sing along. If you don't, well, you'll have to endure. Get another cup. We can do all three verses. Okay, you want to do all three? Yeah. Don't listen to me, listen to her.
Coffee, coffee, coffee. Praise the strength of coffee. Early in the morning, rise with thoughts of only thee. Serve fresh or reheated, dark by then defeated. Black eye perk or drip or instantly. Though else we scoff, come to church for coffee. If we're late to congregate, we come in time for thee. Coffee, our one ritual, drinking it habitual. Brewed black by crack or drip or instantly. One more. Coffee, the communion of our union, symbol of our
I just had to have that whole song. Okay, our next piece is Nuvole Bianche by Ludovico Einaudi, played by Amber Richardson. That was Amber's first time playing for us. I'm sure we'll be asking her back. As I said, there is no reflection this morning, but we do have a responsive reading. Your response will be the same every time, and I will cue you when it is your turn. It will be up on the screen. This responsive reading, Why They Sing, was collaboratively written by almost every member of the choir of the Unitarian Universalist Community Church in Augusta, Maine. Choir members were asked to respond in 50 words or less, yeah, like Unitarians can do that, to the question, why do you sing? Portions of their full responses were then woven into this responsive reading by Carrie J. Johnson. I believe music is God-given. Singing is an act of creation, of bringing into the world something that wasn't there before. Singing is a natural expression of my spirit. At the same time, it can be soothing, energizing, crying, laughing, angelic, or down in the dirt blues. It's all good. Singing is energy going out into the world to create even more sympathetic energy. It can change the world. I'll bet it was someone listening to music that first created the concept of heaven. With gratitude, we celebrate the gifts shared. With wonder and delight we receive. May the melodic offerings continue to touch our hearts and nurture our spirits. Singing simply puts a song in my heart that I can share. I sing to create an uplifting atmosphere for myself and others, to dispel the bleak midwinter. I sing for the pure joy of it. I sing for that spine-tingling sensation when you know you and your fellow singers have touched those who listen. Singing brings me joy and energy and makes me dance. I sing because it opens doors, doors inside and out. I sing because it helps me understand the power inside me and how to use it fearlessly and gently. Oh yes, and it feels mighty fine too.
With gratitude, we celebrate the gifts shared.
With wonder and delight we receive. May the melodic offerings continue to touch our hearts and nurture our spirits. There are feelings too complex to express in words that can somehow be conveyed through singing. Singing is alive with emotion, and expressing myself that way makes me feel whole. Learning the songs that touch different people's hearts is a way of knowing them better. Singing is channeling a feeling. You open your mouth and out comes something amazing that makes other people feel like you do. You're happy, they're happy. You're empowered, they become empowered. I sing because I can, and found it the best way for me to express my joy or sorrow. And I can sense that people are sending back their own feelings. But it also allows me to step into the emotional shoes of the composer, to step beyond an intellectual empathy with another person and imagine that I really feel what he or she wanted to convey. So even if the lyrics are not something I would write, I have a deeper understanding of another human being. With gratitude, we celebrate the gifts shared. With wonder and delight we receive. May the melodic offerings continue to touch our hearts and nurture our spirits. Why do I sing? Yes, it feeds the soul. It brings me back to a childhood of singing in the car or while doing the dishes with my family. It engrosses me in something beautiful. Music, especially classical music, has been part of my life since childhood. Our car never had a radio, so we sang as we drove along. I especially love harmonic chords and the sounds that are made as different vocal lines are woven together into a whole. I started singing in a choir when I was 12. The initial attraction was the glazed donuts that our choir director astutely laid out to get us to early rehearsal on Sunday morning. But then it hit me how much fun it was to make music. It gets more and more rewarding every time. With gratitude, we celebrate the gifts shared. With wonder and delight we receive. May the melodic offerings continue to touch our hearts and nurture our spirits. I sing because of the joy and camaraderie it brings into my life. Music expands my world. My greatest pleasure in singing in the choir is the opportunity to bring the music I love to others. Because I can, and no one has run screaming from the building yet. Even if I don't quite always sing in harmony, I sing because I love making music with you and other people I care about. A raggle-taggle choir such as ours, with a good director, can realize the essence of music. Individually, we're not much, but together, the sound we make is bordering on magnificent. By singing, my life is filled with the very best. Making connections with the choir brings an even fuller sense of community with friends, with other UUs, and with the divine interconnected web of life. I love the challenge of making the notes all come together and blend with other voices. Making music together is the ultimate expression of community harmony. With gratitude, we celebrate the gifts shared. With wonder and delight we receive. May the melodic offerings continue to touch our hearts and nurture our spirits. Our next piece will be played by the Lysing family. Lizzie and Lauren play the flute, and James plays the piano, oboe, and saxophone. Oh, shoot. They will play Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. It's our turn again. We will sing Gathered Here. It's number 389 in the gray hymnal. Stay seated. Just to make it more fun, we'll sing it as a round. Darren Cote, Jennifer Brown, and Trish Bowes, if I got that right? Yes. Will lead, and Yuki will play for us.
Please open your hymnals, your gray hymnals, to 389, Gathered Here. We're going to sing it all together once through, and then we're going to split into 3 parts and sing the round twice. The first group is over here, and Jennifer will lead you. The second group is this side. Darren will lead you. And the back, you're the third group, and I will lead you. I'm coming back there to hear you. But first, all together.
Spirit
Now let's hear the West Side Band again, playing Landslide by Stevie Nicks, with Jennifer Brown singing and Charlie Ford on guitar. Sorry. Jonathan will play cajon, drums.
I took my love, I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Oh, I don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Oh, take my love, take it down. Oh, climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will the landslide bring you down? And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide'll bring it down. Oh, the landslide'll bring it down.
Join us together in singing our closing hymn today, number 368 in the gray hymnal, Now Let Us Sing. Please stand if you are able and so moved.
It's up there. It's okay.
Now let us sing, sing, Lift up your voice, be not afraid. Now let us sing to the power of the joy within.
Our closing words, as we listen to the blessings of music, are by Reverend Maureen Killeran. A close-up of hands playing the piano as we listen to the blessing of music. May we know this ending as more than a time of goodbye. May the warmth of this community and the memory of our chalice flame sustain our hearts and encourage our minds as we engage the blessings of life's challenges and joy. The service has ended. Your service has begun. Go in peace. Go in joy. Go in love. The chalice is extinguished, but not our hope for the future, our courage in the face of crisis, or the love we share in all the world. Join me in the congregational closing. Go in peace, seeking justice. Go in peace, committed to equal rights and opportunities for all. Go in the peace that is created when together we build communities of true solidarity, deep compassion, and fierce, unrelenting love. Go in peace. May it be so. Blessed be, and amen.
One more time. Oh, you can't talk about the pit barbecue. The band was jumping, the people too, doing the mess around. They doing the mess around. They do the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around. Oh, everybody was juice, you can't bet your soul. They did the boogie woogie with that steady roll. They mess around. They do the mess around. They do the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around. Now when I say stop, don't you move that peg. When I say go, you better kick that leg and mess around. Well, I declare to mess around. They do the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around.
And the West Side Band.